Hello and welcome back to another double stitch creations tutorial. This is Saltie Crocodile Pencil Topper part 2. On the first tutorial we worked on his head, so if you haven't seen that tutorial, go back and watch it. Today we're going to be working on his body. Alright, let's get started. So we're starting with our green yarn and we're going to do a slip knot, and once again we're going to leave a tail and I wrap it around my finger twice, just like this. I grab the back loop and I pull it over the first loop. Then I get a tail and I wrap it in front of the loop that's still on my finger. And I grab the back loop and I pull it over the first loop again. And then you can put it on your hook and you can pull it tight or loosen if you need. Remember to let it slide. You don't want it too tight. Okay, so we hold our yarn, you get my pinky like this, and I turn my hand so it goes under this bit of yarn here, and now my index finger and my thumb is going to come under. It's got a hold here near the hook, and then the closer to the hook the easier it is to guide it, and it's not tight and it's just firm. Alright, now to do we're going to chain 2. Okay, and we're working in rounds once again, so we're making a circle for his body. Right. So here we go. To do a chain we go what's called yarn over, so you're going under the yarn and you're pulling that yarn back through the loop that is on your hook. So that's chain 1, under the yarn, back through the loop that's on your hook, chain 2. Okay, so in the pattern you will need to put 5 single crochets into the second chain from the hook. So here's our hook, this is our first chain. We never put it into the first chain because it just undoes. We're going to put it into the second one here, which is closest to the knot. And if you like, and what I find that can be easy to do, is you just grab this little bit here that with the tail and you pull it out, because that's where you want to put your stitches so that you can see it. Okay, I'll just show you once more. So this loop here, where the tail is going through, you just pull that out a little bit because you can tighten it later on, and that's where you want to put your stitches. So just pull it out a little bit, and now we're going to turn our hook. We're going to turn our hook and you're going to put your hook into that hole that we just made, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. So that's your first single crochet, and then just repeat into the stitch, the chain stitch and the hole that we just made. Yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. That's 2. Keep going until you've got 5 stitches on your hook. 5 stitches into the circle. Oops. So into the, just push the tail out of the way, into the hole, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. So that's 3, 4, and 5. Alright, now you can pull the hole tight, just like that. Okay. Now we're going to put 2 single crochet. We have 5 stitches here now, and what we're going to do is increase. So we want to put 2 single crochets into every stitch around. Okay, so here is our first stitch just here. You'll find each stitch has a front loop and a back loop. You want to put your crochet hook under both those loops of your stitch. So we're doing 2 single crochets into every stitch around. So into the first stitch, so under both the front loop and the back loop. Yarn over, back through the stitch, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both. That's 1 single crochet. Now do another single crochet into the same stitch, and if you want you can put your stitch marker into the first stitch to keep track. So we want 10, so we're going to put another 2 into the next stitch, and then just keep going all the way around back to the stitch marker until you have 10. So 2 single crochets into every stitch around. So we're just increasing and making our body a little bit bigger. Okay, and once you're back to the stitch marker, we just count our stitches to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Round 3. Okay, round 3 is 2 single crochets into the first stitch, 1 single crochet into next, and repeat around. So we're just repeating that combination until we get to 15 stitches. So 2 single crochets, then 1, 2, then 1, all the way back to the start, and we should have 15 stitches. So 2 single crochets into this first stitch. That's 1, 2, and we're going to put our stitch marker back in. And a normal 1 single crochet into the next. And then 2 into the stitch after that. So just keep going with this stitch combination until you get back to the stitch marker. And you'll have 15 stitches. Now 1, now 2 single crochets, one, 2, just keep going, we're nearly there. And the last stitch. And now you should find that you have 15 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, once we've done round 3, we're going to take this opportunity to sew in our tail from the beginning. So we get our tapestry needle, and we just weave in the ends, just in and around the base, making it nice and secure and nice and tight. And just in and out of the stitches at the back of our work. Just tucking the tail away a little bit and securing the base of our animal so that he'll last a long time. Okay. Once you feel like you've got it secure enough, just trim it. And now you can leave a bit of a tail, you're not going to see it, it just becomes part of the stuffing. Okay, now we're up to rounds 4 to 6, it's 3 rounds in total, and you want to put 1 single crochet into every stitch around for all the 15 stitches. And you want to do that 3 times. Okay, so 1 single crochet in every stitch around for 15 stitches, and repeat that for 3 rounds, and I will get back to you at the end of round 6. Okay, just completed round 6, and we're now, our body's starting to take shape, and now on to round 7, and we're going to start decreasing to make the shape of our Saltie Croc's neck. Okay, so to do round 7 is single crochet decrease, single crochet in the next stitch, and repeat a round. So we're just repeating, we're just going to do single crochet decrease, then a normal single crochet, then a decrease, and then a normal single crochet, all the way around until we have 10 stitches. So to do a decrease, you go into the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then you go straight into the next stitch right beside it, yarn over, pull up another loop, so you have 3 loops on your hook this time, and then you're going to yarn over and you pull through all 3, and that is joining 2 stitches together. And now we're going to just do a normal single crochet, so into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on a hook, then yarn over, pull through both. And if you want, you can always add your stitch marker back in to keep track. We want to get to 10 stitches. So, and we're doing another decrease into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, into the right, go straight into the next stitch right beside it, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. That's another decrease. Then we're going to do a normal single crochet into the next stitch, and we're going to do another decrease into that stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, into the next stitch. Oops. Into that stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up another loop. That's 3 loops. Pull through all 3. Then a normal single crochet. Okay, we're doing a decrease into the next stitch, into that stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, go into the stitch beside it, yarn over, pull up another loop, 3 loops on a hook, yarn over, pull through 3, just keep going the pattern. This is a normal single crochet now. Then decrease, and the last stitch will be a normal, and you should find that you have 10 stitches. Alrighty, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Alright, now we're going to do round 8, and it's just 1 single crochet in every stitch around for those 10 stitches. So just 1 normal single crochet all the way around. 1, 2, you can put your stitch marker back in if you like. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you want to cut your yarn here. This completes our body, but leave your tail long enough because we're going to attach the body to the head. So leave a long enough tail, attach attach the body to the head, and then you just get your yarn and you pull it all the way through, just like. Okay, now you get some stuffing, and you just, I usually like to use the back of my crochet hook, and I just push it in like this. Oops. Okay. We get our tapestry needle, and we get the head of our croc, Saltie Croc, and we just, I usually put this bit of yarn at the back of the head and just hold it in place where you need it to go. And then you're just going to weave in and out of the, so you go, as you go into the head, and then into the stitches of the body, and then back into the head. And I keep checking to make sure he's in the right spot, or where I want him. So into the body, you should pick up the stitches from our last row of the body, then just go into the head where you think it's the right place. Now back into the stitches of the body. Just go right around, and I usually do this twice. So just keep going all the way around, into the body, into the head. And then I go around again to make sure it's nice and secure. So just keep going into the last row of stitches of the body, and then into the head, and keep going all the way around, and do that again, and then I will get back to you to finish off. Okay, I've gone around twice, attaching the body to the head so it's nice and secure, and now I'm going to finish off, and I just knot it off once again. I do 3 knots, and you just pull tight. Okay. And then you just weave your yarn in and out of the body just like this. Just in and out. Tucking that end away, and then when you feel like it's secure enough, I just cut it off close to the body so you can't see it. Okay, and there we have Saltie the Croc. He's starting to get there. We just got to add his arms, his tail, and his spike, and we will do that in the next tutorial. Alright, thanks for sticking with me, and I hope you're enjoying this project, and we will see you in the next tutorial. Bye!